February 28th, the Tooth Fairy gets a day?
Tooth Fairy gets a whole national day.
Every day, Tooth Fairy Day?
No.
Wonder if she gets the day off.
I don't think so. Kids don't lose your tooth today.
Yeah, go ahead. Make her work. Well, it is also the end of National Kids Dental Health Month.
And right before the break, Lindsay posed the question, do you know how to properly brush your teeth? So do you?
I do know how. I don't do it correctly, I've been told by my dentist.
Oh, well, maybe you should start.
Maybe I should pay extra attention. Good morning, Lindsay.
Good morning, guys. And actually, yes, it is National Tooth Fairy Day, and like many Americans, the Tooth Fairy has actually tightened her belt. The national average of how much money she's given out for each tooth has dropped 42 cents. The average is now $2.10. I don't know where these kids are getting, how much money they're getting, because I only got $1 for my teeth, and I know a lot of people got a lot less than that even. So Tooth Fairies, I don't know. Good job. I guess I'm giving out a lot more money than I used to get. But Dr. Maria Knoyer joins me now, and we have a little guy here who's going to help us brush your teeth.
That's right. This is Alex the alligator. My son Alex named him, actually. And what we like to tell the kids on how to brush their teeth is to keep it simple. We say it should take 2 minutes to brush your teeth, but for kids, they really don't get that. 2 minutes means nothing. So another little trick we say is you should sing happy birthday 2 times in your head, or the ABCs twice. And we also say that there's 3 sides of the teeth they need to brush. So they need to brush their smile side, and then they make us show them their smile side and go all the way around. We try to have them brush in circles. And then the chewing side, up and down, and then the tongue side. And so that's a good little trick. They have to sing to us to brush their teeth, and it's a way to keep it done.
How important is getting that tongue also?
Oh, especially important. We always say, do you want to smell good? Do you want friends to talk to you? You got to brush the tongue. You got to brush the tongue. Lots of bacteria on the tongue.
And it's not just about having fresh breath, though. It's about dental health is related to your overall health.
Oh, exactly. More kids miss school every year due to dental abscesses or toothaches than they miss school for anything. So it's really important for them to have healthy teeth. You know, if you have a healthy mouth, healthy body, healthy overall. And it's just one part of the body that people need to remember. If you had a big old cut on your arm, you wouldn't ignore that. It's the same thing for your mouth.
How old should kids be when they come into the dentist?
The American Academy of Pediatric Dentists suggests by age 1 that most children should come in all honesty, usually they come between 2 to 3, which is a good age where you can start doing something. We usually only see them when they're 1 if their parents happen to notice something or if there's some sort of trauma or concern.
Are there any tricks to get kids to brush their teeth? Because I know it's not the most fun thing to do.
Exactly. Even with my own kids, it's a struggle. One of the things I tell parents is you don't have to do it sitting up at the counter brushing your teeth. You can lean your kids back on the floor, have them look up at you. You can use a dry toothbrush, especially if they're not really wanting to do a whole lot. You know, so leaning them back like that, making it small, making it fun. The power toothbrushes, such as the Crest Spin Brush or the Sonicare brushes, if it's fun, there's ones that light up, anything that make them fun. Let them pick out their toothpaste as long as it's age appropriate. Give them the choices, and then it becomes easier for her to get the job done.
All right, thank you very much. We're going to come back and talk to you a little bit later on in the show. National Tooth Fairy Day. Who knew that she had her own day and that it was today?
Very nice. And I love the fact that I've been brushing my teeth for 30 some odd years, and I'm learning stuff as we go.
I like the smile side, the chew side, and the tongue side. I think I'll have to use that one.
I think I'm going to remember that one myself as everyone's waking up with their morning breath this morning. Thanks, Lindsay. Good morning to them. Although we've seen them, good morning to you. Brushing your teeth is more important than just having minty fresh breath.
It definitely is. Your dental health can greatly impact your overall health.
KHQA's Lindsay Boach is live with us this morning getting some tips from a dentist. Hey, Lindsay.
Hey, good morning, guys. And yes, we were talking a little bit earlier, Dr. Knoyer and I were talking, and there's no wrong way to brush your teeth as long as you're brushing them. There are things that you can do to brush them better, but there's no wrong way to do it just as long as you're doing it. Also, flossing is very important too. That will help your dental health as well. She joins me now. How important is it to brush your teeth 3 times a day after every meal?
It's very important to keep your mouth clean. You know, 3 times a day is ideal, but in all honesty, if we can get twice a day, we are more than happy with that. A healthy mouth is a healthy body, and it's all connected, and so keeping things clean is utmost importance.
And kids should come in when?
Ideally, they should come in by age 1. In all honesty, that doesn't happen very often. So usually between 2.5 and 3 is when we start seeing kids on a routine basis.
And usually when people floss, it's when they're adults, but kids should be flossing as well.
Definitely, kids should be flossing. What we tell parents is anytime when your teeth are touching, and usually the back molars is when the important part is, the second molar wraps around age 2. So 2.5, 3 is when you should start flossing your kids' teeth. It's all about developing the habits. When they know that brushing and flossing go hand in hand, you don't pick up your toothbrush without flossing.
Are there things that make flossing easier for kids?
Yeah, there's flossers, or the flossers on a stick or the handle. Those are much easier for kids to use, but it's hard for kids to do that. What I like to tell my parents is, you really need to be laying your kids down, do it on the couch, do it on the floor, do it on the bed, because it's hard for parents to get their hands in their child's mouth, especially if you're using traditional floss.
How often should people come to see their dentist?
Every 6 months, it's important. Even if there's not a whole lot of buildup or tartar or calculus on your teeth, you need to have them examined. It's so much easier if we can catch things when they're small and tweak maybe your oral hygiene habits. So coming to the dentist is a pleasant experience for everyone.
And if you have a small pain in your tooth, how far should you let that get before you come in?
Pain is not normal. Okay. So if you're having pain in your teeth, you need to have it evaluated. It may just be sensitivity, and we can give you some tricks on how to minimize that, but pain is not a good thing. Usually it means that there's something more major going on.
Are there certain foods that are better or worse for your teeth?
Yeah, we tell kids the foods that work really well are apples. Apples is nature's natural toothbrush. Cheeses are good, are nice cheddar cheese and things like that. The things that really are a problem are the gummy, sticky things. So the fruit snacks, those are glorified candy. It is not fruit. And you see so many kids and parents, it's easy. They put them in their bag, and here's a little bribe, be quiet, here's a little snack in the car, because they're not messy, but they're horrible for their teeth. So those sticky fruit snacks are kind of my pet peeve.
All right, thank you very much. And we're going to learn more about brushing your teeth. Are you brushing your teeth the right way? We're going to find out here coming up in the next half hour.
Probably not,
I
I
hope
would
so.
say.
It's kind of hard to teach an old dog new tricks.
I know, but I'm a hard brusher. Like, I go through a toothbrush like every few weeks because I'm like, "Argh."
Oh, wow.
Yeah, my dentist's like, chill out, dude. You
But
don't need
that's
to brush
good,
so
because
hard.
you're supposed to recycle your toothbrush pretty often, I
Yeah.
think. We'll have to ask.
Bad for the
Dr. Moyer.
gums, though. 6:41, Tuesday, February 28th, normally the last day of the month. Not this year. You get a whole extra day to spend however you want, except you probably have to work tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll be spending it here with you guys.
Yeah, well, today is Tooth Fairy Day.
It
I almost
sure
said
is.
Federal Tooth Fairy Day, but it is not a federal holiday by any means. You're still going to get mail and can go to the bank, but it's nice to recognize the Tooth Fairy.
It is, and it's also the end of National Kids Dental Health Month, which is all of February. But before the break, Lindsay posed the question, do you know how to properly brush your teeth?
And I do know the proper way. I don't know that I abide by it. Hi, Lindsay.
Hey guys, yes, going back to your National Tooth Fairy Day, I wonder if she gets it off, but she's actually been kind of stingy lately. There was a recent poll done, and it says that the Tooth Fairy has dropped the average price of what she gives out for a tooth by 42 cents. It's now down to, which sounds silly, $2.10. I remember getting $1 for each of my teeth. So apparently she's been kind of stingy, tightening her belt along with the rest of America. But are you brushing your teeth properly? Chad, you had said before that you brush your teeth really hard. We're going to talk a little bit about that. Dr. Maria Canoyer joins me now. Is that a good thing?
No, that's not a good thing, Chad. We always recommend a soft bristled toothbrush or even an extra soft bristled toothbrush. You don't need it to be hard. You don't need to put a lot of pressure on your teeth. One thing we tell patients is if you're brushing that hard and you just have to go to town, that's with your toothbrush, you actually just hold it with your thumb and your forefinger, and then you cannot put a whole lot of force on your teeth, because you can actually brush away your gums to a point.
Oh, wow. And we have Alex here who's going to help us out. This is what you guys use to teach kids how to brush teeth.
Yeah. And so what we talk to them about is trying to brush for 2 minutes, and which means nothing to kids, but we say sing the ABCs twice in your head or happy birthday twice. And you want to focus on brushing kind of in circles and having half of the toothbrush angled up at your gum line and on the tooth. And so that's a lot of the places where the kids miss, is right at that gum line. So you need to brush all 3 sides, as we tell the kids, the smile side, the chewing side, and the tongue side.
How important is it to get all 3 sides?
Oh, very important. A lot of kids, they'll just go like this, and then they think they're done, or they'll just get in that chewing side. And where we really see them missing is right up at the gum line on the cheek side of their teeth and down beneath their tongue.
And now February, like we've said, is Kids Dental Health Month, but March also kicks off a program called Smiles for Life. Explain a little bit about that.
Yeah, Smiles for Life is a total 100% charitable donation. And what we do is we lower our whitening, our take-home whitening trays to half price. And they donate the money to Smiles for Life, and half of that money goes to Garth Brooks's Children's Charity Fund, and the other half comes back to our own local YMCA Strong Kids program, both in Mount Sterling and in Quincy. So it's a big deal.
Are there other ways to donate?
Yeah, you can text. I think there's a number where you can text if you just want to make a donation to them. But whitening is it's all a donation, and people get a brighter smile.
How do you get kids to start brushing their teeth?
You have to make it fun, and it has to be a habit just along with everything else. So the earlier you can start those habits, as soon as that first tooth erupts, that they know that when they take their bath, just in their comb their hair, their teeth are going to get brushed.
Is there a difference between using an electric toothbrush and using a regular toothbrush?
Oh, for sure. The electric toothbrush, what it does is it actually, it does the job for you. And so it's a gain for them. Kids like anything electronic, and it's going to actually brush for them. So if they can get it in their mouth, they're going to do a good job at brushing their teeth.
All right. Thank you very much, Dr. Maria Knoyer, for having us here this morning. If you have any tips, if your children are you've had to use some different techniques on them to get them to brush your teeth, go ahead and post those on our Facebook page. I'm sure other parents would love to hear those as well.
I have a question first. I'm intrigued by this extra soft toothbrush. Can those just be found at the regular store?
Can extra soft toothbrushes be found at the regular store?
Oh, of course. Yeah, you just need to look. There's a label on all toothbrushes. Extra soft or soft. Extra soft is especially important for people who have sensitivity issues.
All right. Thank you. Is that good, Chad?
Thank you, because I did switch from the medium to the soft a few years ago, but I didn't know there was an extra soft.
I'm going to have to make this the switch. I'm still on medium.